In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can grow your own Spotify playlist from 0 to almost 6,000 followers just using Instagram ads. If you're watching this, chances are you are a music artist and you know how important Spotify playlists are nowadays. Now, as a musician myself, I know how good it feels to see your music getting streamed. My previous band almost reached a million streams on Spotify, also thanks to editorial playlists. So I kinda get why artists tend to chase playlist placement opportunities, but there is a problem with that. The problem with playlists is that since now a lot of artists really want to be on them, they are now being scanned by a lot of so-called Spotify promotion companies, which many of them just sell you placements on fake playlists, or even though on these playlists there are real people listening, artists end up with nothing but a number on their profile, which will eventually drop back to zero after the promotion is over. And if you've ever seen an artist with like 50,000 monthly listeners and 100 followers, you know what I'm talking about. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can not only grow your own Spotify playlist so you don't have to rely on other people, but you can also use this strategy to gain incredibly useful data that you can leverage for all your social media campaigns. If it's the first time we meet, my name is Giovanni and I am a producer, and I also run a music marketing agency called Noiselash, where we help artists grow through digital marketing. The reason we started our own playlist as an agency is because I wanted to see if with my own money I would have been able to grow our own Spotify playlist by using the same strategies that we use to market the music of the artists that we work with every day. We also started growing a couple more Spotify playlists, one more focused on the pop genre that is now sitting at like 700 followers, and another playlist in the metal genre in collaboration with my friend Federico's band that almost reached 1,000 followers. This is just to show you that if done correctly, this process will always work. So the playlist that I'm going to take as an example in this video is this one. And as you can see, it's sitting now at 6,000 followers, and it's primarily focused on the emo rap kind of genre. Oh, and before I forget, make sure to stick until the end of the video because I have a very special announcement and you really don't want to miss it. Now, as I said previously in this video, I use the same strategy that we use in our agency to run the campaigns for the artists that we work with to achieve great results. So I was pretty confident that if done correctly, it would have worked to grow our own Spotify playlist as well. So make sure you follow this video until the end to really understand how the process works. Now, when it comes to Facebook and Instagram ads, the majority of artists, when they have the goal to bring people outside the Facebook and Instagram platform, for example, to drive traffic to their Spotify profile, they tend to run simple traffic campaigns. Or even worse, they just promote the post via boost post button or promote button on Instagram. And maybe I will get to why you shouldn't do that on another video, but the problem with running a traffic campaign is that this type of campaign, when left on default optimization settings, it just really aims to maximize the clicks on your ad, and you're not able to track the conversions properly, meaning that it's really hard for you to understand which targeting is really working and which one is not, and to optimize the results over time, because you don't have the control over the real conversions that are happening. For this type of campaign on this video instead, I'm going to show you how you can run more optimized Facebook and Instagram campaigns that are not just aimed to get people to click the ad, but instead to perform high value actions such as clicking the ad, landing on a landing page, and really showing the interest in listening to your song on Spotify, which is our ultimate goal if we want to grow our playlist properly and increase the results over time. So how we do that? We do that by using a conversion campaign, using the Facebook pixel, and by also using a landing page as a bridge between our ad and the actual playlist on Spotify. If you don't know what it is, the Facebook pixel is a piece of code that, when installed on a website, in this case a landing page, it tracks all the actions a user performs, and a conversion campaign is a type of campaign that optimizes its delivery thanks to the data of the Facebook pixel. Okay, to create the landing page, I'm going to use Hypedit. That is a tool similar to ToneDance, Show.co or Feature.fm, because it's the one that we use for all the artists that we work with in our agency. But you can use whatever tool you want since they pretty much do the same thing. I will pick the link of the playlist, insert it here, and I'm going to choose only the Spotify option because we have just one goal, meaning growing the Spotify playlist. And quick tip, this also applies to any campaign you run. So if you give people too many options like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, it will just confuse them and it can affect your conversion rate. So make sure that you always have a clear goal before running any ad campaign in general. Now, enough talk, let's jump on my business manager. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I set up my campaigns for these playlists. So I ran two campaigns. I ran this campaign initially just to test how things would work out with a traffic campaign that I would not recommend now to do it, especially if you want to leverage the data for your own music. So as you can see, this is considered a traffic campaign and this is a conversions campaign where you're gonna also use the Facebook pixel to track the conversions on your landing page for the playlist. So you're gonna pick just the conversion objective, and you will also install the pixel and you create the custom conversions as I will show you right now. So as you can see, this is the first campaign that I launched. This is the traffic campaign, and I tested different interests, and let me show you. I tested Lil Peep interest, Post Malone, Emo, Lil Peep plus Spotify, and as you can see, Lil Peep turned out to be the best interest that gave me 3 cents per click, meaning that I was paying 3 cents for every person who clicked the ad. And as far as targeting goes, I targeted the top English speaking countries plus Italy and Germany. So United States, Italy, Canada, UK, Australia and Germany. And the age group, I choose 18-25 because I know that the people who listen to this kind of genre usually tend to be from 18 to 25 years old, both men and women. And this is the targeting that I use for this ad set that turned out to be the best one. So I choose fans of Lil Peep, and as you can see, it gave me a potential reach of 2,600,000 people, which is usually the size of audience that I look for when launching a campaign. And for this first campaign, I initially just used the Instagram stories placement, but as I will show you in the second campaign, I also turned on the Instagram and Facebook feed placements, because usually when you turn more placements on, it tends to turn the cost per conversion down. I will show you the second campaign where I use the conversion objective. That's the one that you really want to use. And something to point out is that I haven't used detailed targeting as interest anymore. So I was not targeting like fans of Lil Peep or fans of Post Malone anymore, because I was only using a lookalike audience, meaning that now I was saying Facebook, hey, go and find me people more similar as possible to the ones who already clicked on my Listen on Spotify button on my playlist landing page. So the targeting as far as countries was the same. Age group I extended to 28 years old, and as you can see, no detailed targeting. And I eventually also turned on the Facebook and Instagram feed placements. Now, to launch the campaign, you first have to make sure that you visit your playlist landing page, and in my case with Hyped, I have to also click the Listen on Spotify button, so it generates me the proper conversion event. And after the event is generated, I will visit my event manager on my business manager account, and as you can see, this is the event that is linked to the click on this Spotify listen button here. So what I will do now, I will choose create on the top right corner here, create custom conversion. I will name it, for example, Hyped It Spotify click. I will choose the conversion event that I generated while clicking the Spotify button on my landing page. That is this one right here. Choose the automatic category and I will click create. Now, when creating the actual campaign, I will go to create and I will choose conversion, and then I will choose first my pixel and then the event that I created. So for example, in my case is this one. So smartly set a playlist because I have multiple playlists and I created a specific conversion for each playlist. Our average cost per conversion is about like 4 or 5 cents, that considering the total cost of our campaign and the amount of followers that we gain, it turns out to be around 8-9 cents per playlist follower. Now, if you remember at the beginning of this video, I also told you that running a campaign for growing a playlist with this method would also help you if you want to run a campaign for your own music. And this is why, by driving conversions on the playlist landing page, you will start acquiring Facebook pixel data. So after you get like 400-500 clicks, meaning conversions, you can leverage the data to create custom and lookalike audiences based on the conversions that you got for your playlist. So for instance, if you want to promote your music, all you would do is, instead of targeting as we did for the playlist, like fans of Lil Peep or maybe like fans of Post Malone, you would create a lookalike audience, which means that you will tell Facebook, hey, go and find people similar to the ones who already clicked on the listen on Spotify button on my landing page for my playlist, for example. So you see how powerful is that? Not only you are creating an asset for yourself that will help you generate more streams, and that will also open up potential collaboration with other artists, but you are also acquiring useful data for your own music. Alright, now as promised at the beginning of the video, we have a very special announcement. In the last few months we have generated more than 226,000 streams and almost 700,000 views on YouTube purely by running ads for a lot of amazing independent artists, and as a way to say thank you for the opportunity to work with so many great artists, we are giving away a 2 weeks ad campaign for free, where I will personally set up and manage the ads for you for 2 weeks for free, and I will also provide $200 as advertising budget. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel, since that we plan to upload a lot of content like this in the future. Like the video and leave a comment below telling me if you found this video helpful and what kind of playlist you would like to create. Alright, this is it for this video. I really hope that you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one. Ciao.